I hope you all enjoyed. I believe everyone's ready.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We've got the Tag Tournament Finals matchup coming here at you. This is going to be RebornGaignun and MrMath versus Xanxus and Zexxus once again. I have here with me SomePoorChoices, my co-host.
Hello.
And why don't you introduce this matchup for us? Tell us a little bit about the path these teams have had to the finals.
Well, both teams actually a little out of character. We're not the two top teams coming out of Swiss. Both of them did take big losses. However, these players, specifically Reborn and Xanxus, have had an ongoing rivalry throughout the 1v1, throughout the last tag tournament. And although Math was has replaced Murder, these two teams have a lot of games between them and a lot of rivalry. I don't want to give too much more of a backstory because it looks like we're already starting off on Pano. So with that, we do see a good aura start out of pretty much everyone but Math off to 5 aura.
Yeah, and so we know that as the higher seed, the map choice went to RebornGaignun and MrMath. So they've chosen to start here on Panorama, confident in what they have prepared here. And then Xanxus and Zexxus will have prepared the direction, which we'll see here upcoming. This is being done live, by the way, so there are people watching this live along with us. We're doing a live cast, after which we'll upload this. So we don't know anything about what's going on here. Everything is brand fresh and new for us here as we watch.
True, but we do have predictions. I do want to say, just on that road to the finals, Xanxus and Zexxus did knock off the semifinals. Bregan team that had done really well. Congrats to you on Bregan on that. And Reborn, of course, Reborn and Matt took out Doom and Kanye, who had been a pretty dominant force in beating Reborn's former partner, Murder Mastodon, and his new partner, Jay. So both of them definitely had to get through some big teams to get into this finals.
We see the resurgence of Ricochet with Tiger Strength has already gone down for Xanxus, but the Opti's picked up. It's a fairly quick start.
We did see that Guard of Water too, so we haven't seen that in a little while either.
We also saw Zexxus lose a Fortress to the Vacuum Slash with the Tiger Strength on it. Math is under some nasty pressure right now. Zexxus doing some work on that poor boy. Guinan now trying to move in and give him a little bit of support with an attack he can use more than once.
We do see
Math
the boost
fires
in,
back.
but that's not going to get through the Fortress. Good angles coming out of there. Math with the backup puts Zexxus in a tough spot.
Ooh, nice Armoros watch by Math.
Good step in the hyper kick. Reborn does take the re-end to the back. All in all, pretty even right now. Xanxus staying a little bit out of the fray. Got a decent amount of health.
Got it, Rico.
Definitely, he just tranced up over there too.
Return to Nature does not take Math stats. Has Orb in hand.
Ooh, big hit on Zexxus there. Xanxus, again, sometimes content to play the back line, and Zexxus taking the 2v1, but right now he's paying for it. Good fake, he gets around the erase.
Got the sword.
Yeah, this is some really close gameplay here. I mean, Panorama being much like Panorama is often, with a lot of attacks going left and right.
Yeah, Math and Zexxus both in a little bit of a tough spot. Good timing on that Fortress. Reborn is able to get rid of that sword. Slows down Zexxus a little bit, but Math clearly trying to get a little bit of space here. He doesn't have a shield. He's in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh, now the Armoros comes out, and that is tough for Math.
That's on me.
Yeah.
I'll get it when I can.
Gonna lose the Tiger Strength now. Good old Turbulence meta. That's Armoros.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use Armoros twice. Armoros watch twice, okay?
Alright.
Do you have it?
We do have Purify. We'll see if he doesn't have an Armor.
So he's gonna try and use Armoros Watch
Yeah.
twice, and then get purified. Doesn't work out the way he wants.
Nope.
Use it anywhere.
And now he's got a decision to make to get rid of something to pick him up.
Oh, that's
Chooses
gonna be
the
so
hyper
hard to
kick.
get rid of it now. With the Opti down, he would have to use Armoros Watch like 5 times.
Any chance?
I need to get this out.
Though I believe Xanxus was also still a cartwheeler.
And
so
he is defending
shouldn't
that
be
Opti
hung.
with his life. Will Guinan get it?
He eats 2 big ricochets going to get it. Gaignun and Math are both in a tough spot. He does get the Opti.
Alright.
Lightning swords abounding in the hallway. Ooh,
Not looking good for
Big-
Guinan as he goes down. Now it's a 1. Math makes the pickup.
big loss of the lightning sword.
Hey,
Yeah, I have an answer. Come out of here. Come out of here. Go outside. Outside.
And they're still in such a bad spot with Math at that -2.
Entranceway of yours.
Oh, takes another 6 damage from that.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Guinan continues to have to overwrite attack after attack. Ooh, this is just looking so bad right now for Math and Guinan. Not
that
out of it.
Fortress is keeping him in this, but
Oh, and the
he's in a
orb
tough
still
spot.
doesn't take it.
I just have to get pressure off. Okay, use it.
I mean, honestly, it'd be better if he just
Use it around 5.
ice swords his own partner, I think. Well, he does get
yeah,
it.
no.
He does get it. But he's going to die in the pickup. Oh, my goodness. After all that effort.
Oh, and he's not going to be able to get there to get Math after he goes down.
That, ice sword
Yeah.
I just assorted.
Big back and forth match on Panorama.
Like, that was my plan
Refresh
was
your
to sword
stream.
you,
I think
but-
you're like a second or two behind me.
Yeah, I just did. I think I should be caught up now.
Yeah, we should see Guinan hovering an arsenal called Break 3 now back in the lobby. Let's see. I'm going to guess...
Let me know when they start game. We'll use that to timestamp.
Yeah,
But
it's-
all in all, that was a really good match. A lot of back and forth. We do see the Rians and the stat buff out of Xanxus and Zexxus. They've been favoring that pretty heavily on Pano recently. And I think that's at least a variation of what they ran on you, although we didn't see the ricochet lasers out of them at that time.
Yeah. I refreshed stream as well because I had a hiccup in the stream.
Yep.
Looks like we'll be heading to City for Game 2, Guinan and Math, at an early deficit. The last time these two teams met, Xanxus was flirting with playing a jumper, and it really didn't work out well. Ended in a 3-0 for Guinan and Math, but they've already won more games this series against them than they had in the entire tournament previous.
And we don't see a jumper having either team switch to jumper on City, which is one of the less cartwheel-friendly levels. Zexxus off to an early laser start too. With
Math's
good,
taking a lot of damage
angles. Good angle for lasers puts Math in a really rough spot.
Looks like
especially without a
Xanxus
shield.
also is getting some nasty damage onto him.
Geigen's going to help out right now. He does have Venom Fang, but he's got a dark hole. He's not going to be able to really get that off.
He does manage to
Too
get the laser out of
consistently.
Xexxus, though, which is good. And Math is now fighting off Xanxus. So a little bit of life still showing in these guys. Haven't given out up yet.
Choice real quick.
Will he use the Rian to take the dark hole here? Zexxus chooses not to break it. He would have taken the Rian. It's a bold trade whichever way.
I mean, I'm assuming he's got more than one Rian. Otherwise, I don't know why you'd throw such a versatile attack. Then again, they kind of need to make bold decisions with Math down and in a very
Ooh,
vulnerable
that's
spot.
a good
to
hit
lasers.
right there.
Alright, coming to help you
Ooh,
out.
that could be bad for Zexxus, though, as he's not going to have any shield against the Venom Fang. And he just tumbles off the map immediately twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
mean, I
ray
wonder if
shell,
he was
though.
trying to roll the Venom Fang, but
See a shield.
did not work out.
It's the race shell.
Watch it.
I'm gonna hit by that one. That's okay. I got another shield in my base.
Guinan almost out of attacks at this point. Needs to go back, start digging once again.
And a cross.
Math has really shown some tenacity after that rough start. Very impressive.
I will say it's a good job on Math to close that gap and to chase him out of his
Oh,
spawn.
goodness. That
especially
was
since-
such a good combo there by Zexxus.
Oh, that was. Good shot to get around the Willow, but Blaster catches him in the back. He does have those crawlers, but Zex is able to just go up the ramp and avoid him.
Honestly, a smart play. They're staying away from the crawler-heavy deck of Guinan up there above. Keeps Math off his capsules.
Yeah. Gagan has actually a decent spawn for using crawlers if you could have caught them in transition, but now that they're both up top, not the hand you want to be able to go chase them.
Yeah, he's heading up there, but it is dangerous to do so.
Good fake on the walk up. He does get up there and launches
Oh,
and does avoid the blasters. Xanxus,
that one is erased, actually, by Xanxus. Vacuum wall, it would seem.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to see that.
Oh my goodness, it's a tragedy that hits Math. Is he going to make it? Xanxus forcing the
Oh.
pickup, and he makes the pickup. Yet another fantastic pickup by Mr. Math in this tournament. Nothing short of impressive from round to round. His pickups have been immaculate.
And Zex is down. Math still keeping the pressure on Xanxus. Reborn coming up to see if he can't help. Xanxus is currently frozen. Let's see if Math and Reborn can capitalize.
The question is, did Zexxus fall off? I wasn't able to see that. If he fell off, that's an impressively difficult pickup to make for Xanxus as well. Crawler's going to follow him. Probably not going to be able to dodge that. He does take it, but Gaignan...
No, going for the safe play, picking up his partner.
Yeah,
oh.
there... Nope.
No, he's not. He goes for the dangerous play. Xanxus does take a Crawlers,
Like
and Reborn tries to...
Xanxus and Gaignan 1v1 once again.
Good defense. He does take the...
He's taking everything.
Xanxus doesn't have anything left here. He can just chase with Crawlers.
Oh, but he has to give up the chase. Xanxus just...
Yep.
His spacing is too good.
Once he turns that corner, it's almost impossible to...
Oh,
to
that
get
Judge of
Crawlers before the pickup.
Ares.
The blaster, no.
But Xanxus has nothing in hand at this point. Absolutely
No, but he has
empty.
plenty of capsules back at his base, and if his partner is willing to help him out there... Yep, he does kill him to send him back
This
to his
leaves
base.
Zexxus in a pinch, though, if Math and Gaignan were a little bit more...
Math does look like he's trying to walk over to go pressure now. He is taking some hits, though.
Xanxus is again on an empty hand. It's worth noting.
He is digging. He did have some aura. We just see the Crawlers now between Crawlers and Rian.
Ooh,
Zexxus
6
in a
damage
tough
from
spot.
Trash.
Oh, big trash damage on Zexxus.
Armoros Watch connects onto Math, but Gaignan can
Guy
reverse
has
him.
one in hand.
I'm looking for another flash hole.
He's saying he's going to let it be. I actually agree with that decision because I think if you put him back at +1, he's going to be a real easy target to combo.
Oh, laser. Okay.
Now, if they want to combo him, they have to...
They're going hard.
Shoot him
Gaignan going really deep on the anti-cartwheeler tech here with 2 Crawlers, 1 Venom Fang,
Willows,
and double
Crawler,
Willow.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh! And Xanxus also goes
Big
down to
hit.
Trash.
Oh, big hit.
Gaignan has to watch that laser now.
Going crazy on it. He does get the pickup. Didn't pick up Math. Unfortunately, he's at that angle. He doesn't have a clear pickup. There we go.
Oh my goodness, this series is delivering. Watch these teams go back and forth.
Zexxus does have the angle with those lasers, though, to knock Math out again.
Xanxus and Zexxus with such crazy decks here with the multiple Judge of Ares as well.
Math and Reborn doing a good job trying to stay close together.
Oh, Zexxus is going down. Oh, Gaignan goes off.
I'm a middle.
That's tragic. Math now with a super long pickup.
damn.
Oh, he dies off screen. We're not able to see how it is. But that's a 2-0 lead for Xanxus and Zexxus.
That was a nail-biter match down to the wire, though, with those back-and-forth pickups. Generally, you don't like Gaigann's pit spawn, but there's something to be said about Xanxus and Zexxus being on opposite sides of the map. But they were able to make those really long runs they needed when they were under pressure, and Gaignan and Math just weren't able to close it out when they had that small gap.
Gaignan switching profiles.
But all in all, very close match. A lot of back and forth already.
Oh, I know. The series is... It's a 2-0 right now in Xanxus' favor. The series isn't over, but the first 2 games have been so close already, even if it does end in a 3-0. You really can't deny that Gaignan and Math have shown up to play, as both Panorama and City have been exceptionally close. And now we move into Refinery. This has always been Gainan's comeback map. We'll have to see if he can start the reverse sweep here once again.
I will say the reverse sweep is a tall order when the matches are this close, though. At any point, any other Zexxus win, and it's over. That pressure alone has got to weigh pretty heavily, especially after a very close City match.
Yeah. Wow, what electrifying gameplay we've had so far.
Okay.
I know we brought it up in some of the weekend podcasts, but Math has been very, very clutch with some of those difficult pickups.
I'll give Brigham a look at it.
Giving us a look at the arsenal so that we can see what they're bringing with the double turbulence, extra heats. This is, if I remember correctly, the same arsenal he used for clutching the semifinal victory on Sign versus Doom and Kanye.
If you get it first, do it.
Well, we'll see if Xanxus and Zexxus
So you
read it or
Cage.
space their decks anything else different than they normally do.
Looks like they both started with Turbulence in hand.
I mean, if it's a typical Xanxus Zexxus, I'd be looking.
So it looks like
To
Orb,
see-
Xanxus lost something, but for all we know, that was his own Turbulence.
Yeah, I'd be looking to see some stats and Willow Reen again out of them.
Okay, I've got. Right now I've got Ice Sword.
Green out of Xanxus now. Appears to be Tiger Strength.
This come my way.
Yeah,
Math,
I can doing a good job getting close to vibration already.
Math about to be under pressure here. Ooh, what a start for Guinan.
Broke it.
And that's going to be first blood onto Xanxus. Almost tags Zexxus back to back. Math does eat what looked like a 5 damage Willow.
Weird spot when I fired that.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be that Tiger Strength Willow Reen deck. Pretty versatile deck. Gaignun, though, off to a great start. Now he's got the +1
Yeah, that twist laser angle is going to be rough right there as the Armoros comes in at just the time they need it.
Yeah. You know
Return
he's
to
got another
nature.
heat, but Zex is trying to get an angle.
Such a tense series. I keep catching myself, getting so caught up in it myself.
Yeah,
that
you
I'm
just
not
want to
talking.
watch.
cons-
Math got a good job.
Oh!
Zexus though,
Math is
able
just
to
getting
reverse the
destroyed by
situation.
Xanxus.
he takes a big hit in the backdraft bullet there. I knew that was coming. I felt that one myself.
Yeah, we saw that one featured in the
Tiger Strength backdraft.
the hype
Oh,
video.
He misses the vibration.
nice
yeah.
ice sword, knocks Xanxus off the
It
map.
does fall off. He's going to be frozen. Good blind fortress there. Heard the Reen coming on his back. But yeah, that +2 makes for a 10 damage combo if he hits the
Oh,
Reen
goodness.
and the backdraft.
Another Judge of
Oh.
Ares. Xanxus and Zexxus relying quite heavily on that skill.
Does get rid of that fortress, which would have been pretty hard to get around. It does
Yeah,
have an
against these
eraser.
long, grindy decks of Guinan and Math, like, it's been effective. Ooh, that's a 5 damage.
Cornered hard.
Oh, the backdraft doesn't
Oh.
connect.
Does not. Crazy
Lucky
turn
for
on the
Guinan.
Reen, though. Yeah, he just can't get that angle. He's unable to get that angle with vibration. Doing a good job. There's not a lot of close range answers outside of manuals.
I gotta say, I mean, he just jumped off now, but Xanxus bought an impressive amount of time without taking any damage over there for Zexxus.
I'm still going to.
Yeah.
Guinan
The
decides to
lightning sword-
execute his own partner there.
The lightning sword does come up. He would have been able to chase more.
And a
effectively
very
with the
slick
melee.
pickup. Doesn't
Double
catch that
spin roll
Reen.
through those. No. Good counting on the aura, though. He would have been able to take that, had that connected.
Oh my goodness, what a cartwheel there. That was disgusting.
Very good dodges out of Gaignun. We're seeing why he normally plays his cartwheel right here. He's still not able to connect with a lot of the vibration, though.
Just looking for angles.
Math trying to tie him down, but Xanxus and Zexxus just as
Oh my
difficult.
goodness, what
Good dodges on the
disgusting
Reens.
play out of Guinan as he
Wonderful
just
hit, does
parkours around the map. But Xanxus and
Does need
Zexxus
another
are
big one.
hanging in there. Oh,
Unfortunately,
goodness.
They did not have enough of backdraft.
Math really
Yeah.
close, able to make the pickup nice and clean. That lightning sword can really help out having a more melee option for all the parkour he's made so far.
And that we do see that the parties are pretty low in health. Reborn and Math are in a good spot right now. So if they can capitalize on that and get them both at the same time.
Oh, goodness, the
Zexxus
stream
still
is
doesn't
lagging
have the
for me for a
shield.
second there. Doesn't manage to catch the lightning sword both times. He's played his hand. Oh, okay, there's a 3 damage.
Does not get the backdraft again, though.
I need to go somewhere.
Able to avoid the extra damage. Good car wheel on a close range Reen.
Guinan
Now
decides
with
to
the
go
hyper kick,
back.
Probably a wise decision. He does have those lasers, too. I think he's going to get rid of them, but
Oh, goodness, that was a good
we
turb.
do see the Tiger Strength go. Math will now have a good amount of health. He can survive.
Math's
few more
also a
Reens and
lone
backdrafts.
2v1 for the moment. Guinan now moves in.
Oh, we got a shield.
I can
Xanxus
keep enough
is
the pressure
frozen.
on the back line. We do see another shield spawn for him. It's Glacial. With the Tiger Strength gone, that should be very good defense against these Reens.
Oh, that's going to connect onto Zexxus. Xanxus now with the pickup has to make it.
Timing his vibration.
Broke it.
He does
Flash hole catches
hole.
it very clean.
Nice. We do
I got
see
flame.
the second heat. We'll see if
Flame
he
and
uses it.
And he's going to pick up that last laser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
Again with
doesn't
the
quite connect.
anger on the lasers.
Alright, let him come up here.
Math sticking close with low health.
Yes, since no choice. Careful, my.
Looks like they might be contemplating a team kill.
Oh, got me around the corner.
That glacial
Good
wall
pickup
is
and block,
really good right now
double
because
block.
Xanxus and Zexxus can't break it. Unless they pick something else up. Oh, goodness.
Just misses with the lightning.
Doesn't
sword, getting a little
cartwheel it.
costly.
Math takes a lightning sword from Zexxus. Oh my goodness, Iron Skin takes
Oh,
the lightning
Iron
sword,
Skin.
but it's broken.
I was leaving without the shield. Math still in a pretty vulnerable place.
Oh goodness.
Don't know if that was an intentional
What
team kill.
a bad situation now.
Don't just
Unintentional team kill with the twist laser. Math now having to make this pickup all the way behind that pillar with no
Without
shield
a
against
shield.
double
see
reincarnation.
a bit more,
One hit from anything finishes him off. He needs
We
Xanxus
also
to
saw
move
the
in.
throttle fireball. If they start manualing the fireball along with that re-in, it's going to get really tricky to pick a direction to cartwheel in without fearing getting killed by the manual.
Flame
He's got to play this so carefully now.
One shot, so just play it. Smart.
Matt
He-
doesn't have a lot of capsules. He's probably doesn't have a shield left.
He needs to get this into a 2v1. He needs to take down Xanxus or somehow take down Zexxus, force the pickup, and then make it over there. He's gotten himself
he makes
close
the jump
now.
up top.
He's got himself in a good spot. Okay, that's his window.
Where you at?
Behind.
Now that Zexxus has to make the comeback. Oh, he makes it. He makes
He
it.
does.
The pickup is made.
That was an
Mr.
insane-
Math with
insanely
possibly
timed.
the nastiest pickup of the tournament. Zexxus now falls off. Guinan catches
good-
a twist
good
laser
manual.
manual aim,
But he's still in a tough health position.
trying to get some damage on
Zexxus.
Zexxus on the way in.
They were killing each other, one, to be safe, but two, you kind of, when you throw the ball up in the air.
Oh,
playing
what a nasty
baseball,
angle there. That almost takes
Oh.
Zexxus down.
Xanxus and Zexxus are also approaching one-hit territory
Heart
as well.
pounding.
Back. Oh,
Math goes down. Oh my goodness, he doesn't make the block.
No.
And that is going to
He goes for
end
the
in a
cartwheel.
3-0 in an absolutely electrifying series between Xanxus and Zexxus. Goodness, I mean, just to wrap it up, I mean, what a tournament in general. To lose 3-0 in round 2 to RebornGaignun and MrMath, fight their way through, only managed to make it in. I think they were 4th or 5th seed in playoffs, had some other sloppy rounds, and then they come in and they just straight sweep in the finals.
I do want to say it was a straight sweep, but those games, I mean, I feel like they could have gone either way, especially the ones on City and Refinery. I mean, just back and forth. One glacial here, one manual here, second laser hits, and you don't know what's happening. All in all, just amazing play by both teams. Special shout out for Math, which is probably my favorite pickup of the tourney. Right
Yeah,
there
there's
at the
some
end.
absolutely electrifying gameplay in just the last little bit needed, breaking in Xanxus and Zexxus' favor. All 3 games, just absolutely fantastic gameplay from both teams.
Yeah.
Cannot believe some of the work that was put in there, but they come out on top. I'm actually really impressed as well. They seem to show preparation for the style that Guinan and Math wanted to play, this grindy style, and 2 games in a row, their Judge of Aries were very effective.
And I feel like we don't really give Xanxus and Zexxus credit for prepping. They're going to adapt them to your play style. No matter what you hit us with, we're ready for it. But that game, I mean, I think we specifically saw Judge of Aries out of them. I mean, we saw them bring back Ricochet, the Guard of Water, just some things that we haven't seen out of them frequently that I thought were specifically there, knowing the way Reborn and Math play, that they were ready, if not just to counter, but they were ready to bring something that we haven't seen out of them or haven't seen out of them in a while. And I really liked that. I want to give them credit for that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm overusing the phrase it just being an exciting series. Really good read, really great gameplay out of both teams, honestly. And, neither team ends up here clean in the finals. They've both suffered losses. It shows how close it is right now among some of those top teams, the top four, all trading wins against each other in this tournament at one point or another. And in this time, on this day, Xanxus and Zexxus showed that they are prepared, and they are able to clutch out what is, despite the closeness of the series, a 3-0 victory, and become the Phantom Dust 2018 Winter Tag Tournament champions.
Which should make the one-on-one rivalry going forward even more interesting.
Yeah, it's not much of a rivalry if one side keeps winning, so this has just got to be more fuel, More fuel to keep things going. Guinan is a player who thrives on that rivalry, and while I'm sure he's not going to be happy today, give him a couple of days, and I'm sure he is going to be hungry to take down Xanxus the next time they meet. And just super exciting to think of the next Phantom Dust Tag Tournament, the 1v1 tournament upcoming, to see these players continue to duke it out, and to see some of these other top players, see if they can break into it. Absolutely phenomenal series. You have any final thoughts for us?
Nope. Just remember, if you guys are showing up this weekend for the 3v1 Shrimp v Giant, remember to build your single schools decks as a Shrimp, and bring whatever you want as the Giant. And with that, I think that's everything we need to talk about.
Yeah, thank you everyone who has participated and followed along with the Phantom Dust Tag Tournament. We'll have the one-day tournament that Poor Choices just mentioned coming up, and we'll have a 1v1 tournament will be our next event after that, and then we will return to the tag team tournaments after. Thanks for tuning in.